Item number SCP-009. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. Subject is to be contained within a sealed storage tank of heat-resistant alloy with dimensions not less than 14 meters. Under no circumstances should SCP-009 be exposed to temperatures in excess of 0 degrees Celsius or not undergoing tests, and no mundane liquids in the solid state, especially frozen water, shall be allowed within 30 meters of the subject's containment area. Subject's chamber is to be fitted with temperature sensors which shall be monitored at all times, and is to be kept refrigerated with no fewer than 3 run-tenant cooling units. Any malfunction of sensors or the cooling systems is to be reported and repaired immediately. If at any time the temperatures in the containment area climb above -5 degrees Celsius, the chamber is to be locked down immediately and flooded with coolant until the temperature has been brought back down to between -30 degrees Celsius and -25 degrees Celsius. Atmosphere must be evacuated from the containment area which personnel are presented within, and any water vapor present must be filtered and kept in the same conditions as detailed herein for no fewer than 24 hours. Any vapor displaying properties of SCP-009 is to be quarantined and added to the containment area as soon as possible. All personnel interacting with or observing the subject must wear full environmental protection suits. All personnel leaving the containment chamber must undergo dehydration of all gear, research materials, and other objects containing SCP-009's chamber. If contamination is discovered, no material or personnel shall be permitted to exit, and a Level 2 lockdown of the containment area shall commence. Lethal force is authorized in case of dire need, but all security forces are strongly advised to remain as far away from their targets as possible to minimize the chance of contact of fluids contaminated by SCP-009. Description: SCP-009 is approximately 3,700 liters of a substance which exhibits a number of unique properties. While small amounts of the substance in any phase are as colorless as mundane water, and thus this takes on a distinct deep red hue. Its most notable property, however, is the fact that SCP-009's reaction to temperature extremes the exact opposite of what's seen at H2O. The subject assumes a liquid phase at temperatures between -100 Celsius and 0 degrees Celsius. It converts into solid state above those temperatures. All temperatures below -100 Celsius, SCP-009 vaporizes into a gaseous phase similar to steam, though it still remains its red coloration when put under high pressure. Examinations of the atomic structure of SCP-009 have proved inconclusive. Tests indicate that the subject is composed of the same combination of hydrogen and oxygen as normal water, leaving researchers to speculate that the source of the subject's abnormalities may be the atoms themselves. Dr. has suggested that the subject may have been originated in or have been altered by another reality in which the laws of physics are inverted. This theory may have some merit in light of SCP-009's marked ability to assimilate natural water into its mass, if placed in physical contact with any aqueous aqueous solution, be it ice, salt water, or water vapor and air, SCP-009 will spread and contaminate any H2O in said pollution, causing it to exhibit the subject properties. Though this capacity is presented in all phases, it has been observed to progress the most slowly and thus be most contaminable in its liquid phase. If the subject comes into contact with a biological source of heat, it begins a runaway reaction in which the living organism's bodily fluids are rapidly converted to SCP-009 and promptly frozen by its own body heat because of the generally high core temperatures. Minerals are particularly susceptible. Because SCP-009 produces heat while freezing at the same time, at the same rate mundane ice consumes heat while melting, the process is self-perpetuating until all available moisture is converted, or until it is halted by external interference. Experiments on D-class personnel have illustrated the process of conversion for the subject. It has been condensed down to a series of steps. Number 1. Initial composure. Subject is exposed to SCP-009 and it begins to converting into water present on the exposed surface, usually skin, to exhibit its properties. Presence of mist, fog, snow, or other solid or vaporous water greatly accelerates this process. 2. Surface conversion. A thin layer of frost forms on the exposed area as body heat, and heat produced by SCP-009 raises its temperature above freezing. Progression to this step can take anywhere from 5 minutes to 1 hour, depending on the victim's body temperature. At this stage, freezing has begun, progressing through the initial layers of the expert mist and soon reaches live cells. Number 3. Deep tissue conversion. Exponential increase of temperature of SCP-009 has caused expansion of ice crystals throughout the victim's body, resulting in widespread formation of the internal cell structure. Actual blood loss is minimal at this stage due to its crystals filling the puncture wounds, allowing subjects to remain alive and conscious for up to hours. 4. Data expunged. 5. Death, multiple organ failure, and extension via systematic cell evasion. Testing on D-class personnel was discontinued as of 4/23/2000. Addendum. Circumstances of retrieval. Subject was found in Alaska on 11/05/19. The Foundation became involved after reports were obtained by a native tribe who came across the mangled bodies of a team of seal hunters, which apparently had been shipwrecked kilometers from the village. All victims were found encased in red ice. Cause of death reported was internal bleeding. On victims whose features were sufficiently intact, expressions of panic and intense pain were observed. It is surmised that the low ambient temperatures of the area retorted freezing process. This prolonged the time of total first 5 hours and allowed the victims to remain conscious until data expunged. Addendum 12/16/2000. Supercooling of SCP-009 for the purpose of extermination was disallowed until further notice. Personnel are advised that liquid nitrogen is only to be used on the subject in controlled amounts, and only until temperatures have reached acceptable levels. Related note, possible application of SCP-009 and cold fusion Research pending evaluation.